Testing, 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 testing,
Oop.
testing. Got a bit of a little bit of an echo there. I am back with another stream and yet another special for what has quickly become my favorite simulation developer and publisher on Steam. This is Playway Games. Now, I have covered their games for a very long time, and in the time I have covered their games, I believe that a lot of the growth of this Twitch channel has been directly because of their support. So I am a huge fan of Playway Games. I was not into simulation games. In fact, a little game they sent me called a House Builder Simulator, a game that I started playing on this channel, catapulted me from pretty much 100 followers up to over 1,000, and a lot of the growth, as I've said, has been directly because of them. So I'd like to extend a huge thanks to the guys over at Playway. I do know they watch the stream, so thank you very much. Their generous support has provided a new set of games for us to play tonight, and some of them are DLCs to some of my favorite Playway games. So I'm very excited. I am a huge fan. I actually support Playway. They can't always give me all of the games that I want to play, so I've actually purchased quite a few of them in way of support for their great they're great help to me. So this list tonight is a list of Playway games. I've got a bonus game. It's not Playway at the end, just a bit of a change. But the first three games tonight are all from Playway, and I have started with this first game because it does require a controller. You can play with a keyboard and mouse, but I highly recommend you get your controller out because it is a driving game. Now, before we get into the game, I wanted to say this has mixed reviews on Steam. A lot of people have said they weren't fans of the game. I'm actually going to go against the grain here because I've spent about 12 hours playing this game, and I'm of the opposite opinion. I love it. It is rough around the edges. It does have some bugs, but I've enjoyed the experience of driving around so much that I'm actually in the other camp. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. I know it's not a popular opinion, but hopefully streaming this tonight may change your opinion on this and convince you to give it a try. So we're going to jump into the game. But yeah, I love this one. It's a really fun little driving game. And for me to say that, as someone that does not play driving games, that's quite a thing to say. Okay, so the concept of the game is that we have moved to this small island town here, and we are down on our luck. Our uncle has recently passed away, and he has given us his old car. So we've literally got a car and a dream. We need to get rich. We've got a handful of money, all of our life savings amounting to $650. And today, we have a job for a local Chinese place. So we've just left our details. We're going to jump back in the car and we're going to head home. Now this is a pure driving game. It's a driving simulator. Everything in the game has a control. It does take a bit of time to get used to how the game works. But rest assured, I have spent a huge amount of time learning how the game works. Now, I tried playing this with a keyboard and mouse. I don't recommend it. I'm currently using my trusty PlayStation 4 controller, which I have been using for many years. Now I might just, give me a sec, I'm just going to turn the car sounds down just a wee bit. I already have turned them down pretty far, but I think that's the best I can do. There we go, that's way better. Now, you might wonder, I'm just driving around, what's so good about this game? I'll tell you, there's no guidance in the game, it's just a giant open world. You get in your car, you drive around, you get some basic missions. I've actually gone the wrong way. And I think one of the things that made me a bit frustrated in the early game, but something I've gotten used to, is, yeah, that lack of direction. You've just got to pick a direction, drive, figure out how to get where you need to go. There's no GPS, there's no guidance. You do need to use the local signage to see where you're going. So we need to go back to a place called Samuelton. Yeah, Samuelton. I took a wrong turn. So this is, if you watch the first part of the video, there is the time period is in the late 90s, so there's no GPS technology, no smartphones. You're going to be using very old, very dated technology, very old cars. This looks like a car I used to drive, and I used to have an old Ford Telstar when I was a uni student. And it did really well, and then I bought a better car once I got my first job, and I gave it to my brother, and he unfortunately ran into a roo with it and wrote it off. So, I mean, the fact that he didn't die when he hit the roo was a testament to how good the car was, because if he had been driving a Japanese on those little plastic cars, he probably would have been dead. So, unfortunately, did push the fan belt into the engine block, so the car was a write-off, but that being said, it was probably worth maybe $1,000 if that. So let's stop our car now. Engine off. So everything is tied to a control. There is a control to start and stop the engine. There's a control to shift gears. We are driving a manual car. You can go buy an automatic, but I like the challenge of driving a manual. Also, if you want to drive a truck or a bus or any heavy vehicle, they are all manual, so you best get used to it.
Can I help you?
Now, we're literally homeless right now, so I need to purchase a room, so
Your room
boom.
is number 1. Glad you decided to stay with us.
Okay, thank you. Now, it is $50 for 1 week. Remember, this is back in the 90s, so before the old inflation crushed us, we've actually got a reasonable rate of purchasing a room. Now, what we need to do is have a look at our jobs. So we can see that we've got one job here. I don't have a license, so there's a number of licenses here. We're going to be dealing with that next, but for now, we are just going to switch on the telly. Whoops. And we're going to chill out. Oh, we need to go to bed. It's actually... we'll wait till 8 o'clock. Communism. Puh. Puh. You can tell it's a product of its time.
Looking at Russia, we might see it as a country to be studied, as we study other nations.
We'll wait till, say, 9 o'clock.
Yet we know that Russia today is regarded,
And well, maybe a bit later, because I want to sleep through the night.
to the peace of the world. Why so? What makes it a threat?
Let's say 9:30.
Public
That's a good time.
portraits of communist leaders. caused the world to stand guard. Here, in Russia, you see the reason why so many nations...
Now we are thirsty. It might be... No, I'll worry about when I wake up in the morning.
see the reason why we are spending billions of dollars in
I reckon 10 o'clock we'll get some sleep and that will...
is paying the highest taxes in our history.
I reckon that'll do.
Russia tell us their only concern
We'll do 10:30.
nation. Is this so?
I want to get a good night's sleep and sleep all the way through.
Question. A question communism.
Okay.
Ever hear of Karl Marx? In his mind, communism was born.
So now we're going to sleep all the way through to daylight. And when we get to around midday, we should start to get some delivery jobs. Now, it's not much. It's not going to pay us a whole lot.
Overthrow their capitalistic masters. He cried,
6 in the morning.
proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Working men of all countries, unite.
Oh, it's not really...
This
You can't unfortunately change the channel on the telly. We're going to have to wait a little bit for a job. I'm going to need to go and get some water. You can see I'm very thirsty. Now, we're really, really broke, so we're going to have to do a dodgy. We're going to go find someone's yard. And I'm going to drink out of a garden hose like a peasant. There we go. We're a bit hungry, so I'm going to go over to the convenience store and smash down some food. Let me just check that. Yeah, this game had got some really... I think it got hit with some really negative reviews from what I saw. But I have seen Playway games before. One of the things they're really good at is user feedback. So they do respond to user feedback. I've actually found bugs with their games, and a lot of other publishers will be very negative when you report bugs. Playway, very much the opposite. I've sent them emails before. I've provided feedback, and they're always really good with getting back to me, and also with bug fixes and patches. So the games tonight, I haven't found many bugs with, except for one, which I'm going to show you later on. So unfortunately, we got to wait a bit longer. I can't sleep. At 12 o'clock, we'll have a phone call from the restaurant, and then we can start working. And then once we get a bit of money in our pocket, we're going to head down to the driving office, and I'm going to purchase a license, or sit the test for a license to get a Class C. And that will give me a basic car license. We're kind of working under the table now. So we're getting dodgy jobs under the table. Sorry this is taking a while, but there is a day-night cycle in the game, and the day progresses very slowly if you're not in your motel room. And because we're essentially we have no license, we cannot do any of these jobs yet. As you can see, we need a rep. You've got a reputation based on how many driving jobs you do. My reputation is dirt at the moment. I can't really do anything. But once we're about an hour away. Once we get to about midday, the calls are going to start rolling in. So we get to enjoy the TV. It's very doom and gloom, the TV. You can kind of tell it's a product of its time. So I think it's like the late 90s or maybe early 90s.
Trotsky
I mean, it is set in America, so
Lenin lived but a few years, and out of the vicious struggle for power that followed his death,
I'm assuming this is kind of because it's free domain.
leader. Here was a
Okay, we should get the phone kicking off about now.
was an old one, Karl Marx. He established the ultimate aim of communism as world revolution.
Oh no, okay.
Rulers of Communist Russia, while firmly establishing their authority at home, created an international organization to stir up revolution throughout the world.
I'm a bit disappointed. I thought we'd have
Stalin was in the Kremlin.
Oh, there we go.
But what of the people? The
Can you come to the
proletarians who had
restaurant?
fought to win a new world.
We are very busy right now.
Their new
Okay.
world might look promising.
Thank you so
But
much.
although the land had been taken away from the capitalists, the workers didn't get it. Under communism,
Oops.
virtually everything belongs to the state.
Put it back,
The
son.
individual has little right to own property or to plan his own life.
Okay. Out we go. Okay, so we're ready to go. Parking brake off. Car on. Let's put ourselves in reverse. Now you might think this looks really easy, but trust me, it's not. The driving controls in this game are very precise. This is actually a result of around 8 to 10 hours of practice. Me driving all over the island. I didn't even know about the different licenses. I was just exploring, just driving around. And then I figured out you got to go to the licensing place to get a license. So I thought that might be fun. Let's get our license on stream. Because most of the jobs you do in the early game are kind of just delivery stuff. Later on you get to do heavy machinery. You get to drive trucks and graders and excavators and all that stuff. It's not like a construction simulator, but it's fun in its own way. Let's just park here and engine off. And out we go. Okay, make sure that you keep your car off the road because the other guys in this game are pure sociopaths. They'll just run you over.
Thank you for coming.
Okay. I will take the keys, please.
Here, take them. I need those back at the end.
So we're going to get some keys to a new car. Thank you. And we're going to take these and deliver them in this new car here. Let's just pop this down here for a moment and pop this into the passenger seat. Very professional. Now this car, it's got a hell of a lot more juice to it than the other one. We need to go to Westport, so hey, careful, mate. Westport. Let's bring the map up. We're over here, so okay. We need to head up this road here. We'll head back towards Samuelton. Now this car is it's quite a beast. It's actually pretty strong. And it is automatic, so you gotta watch though. It's very easy to stack this thing. And if I stack it, we are going to make absolutely no money. We'll go into the negative, so I'm going to drive this thing like it is fine china. It's actually a nice car. I wouldn't mind getting this. Okay, so we need to head to Westport, and I think that's the other end of this town, so... Now this game does have some bugs. Sometimes you will run into something and it doesn't register damage. So that car hit me, but I actually... oh, that's weird. Maybe I went the wrong way. Let's turn around. That's the driving school on the left. We're going to come back there. I need to go to Westport. Generally, I find don't go above 60 k's, otherwise you will lose it if you try and... oh yeah, we did. Wrong turn. We need to go this way. That's okay. You do have a fuel meter. You do have to worry about fatigue and thirst and hunger. Westport is on the right. There is no GPS. We've got a map, but it doesn't tell me where we need to go. So I spent a lot of time memorizing where the different directions are. So we're going to head over to Westport now. That's on the right. Thankfully, with an automatic, I don't have to worry about changing gears. I feel though I want to keep a manual because it's going to be hard to progress from a car to a heavy vehicle if I'm not used to driving manual. Westport's this way, I think. Oh, is it? I guess we'll find out. I think I might have taken a wrong turn. I did. Okay. Let's get off the road, shall we? Hey. This car's got a lot of punch to it. It's very easy to stack it. I do not want to stack this thing. It's quite a good car. Not like it's not a Bugatti. It's not a fancy car, but it's definitely not my... How do I... Okay, that is stupid. That tiny ditch is like stack my car. But let's see if we can go back to a previous save, because that kind of... That feels a bit unfair to me. That little tiny ditch that I went over at like 1 kilometer an hour caused my car to have a wobbly. Let's go and... Oh, do I really have to do this all over again? I hope not. Oh, bugger. That's what I get. I should have just taken the... I mean, I don't have any money, though. That's the thing. I can't afford to repair the car, so... I guess we're going to chill here again, and I'm going to save before we head off this time. That was on me.
To our freedom, to the peace of the world. Why so? What makes it a threat?
My bad, gang. Let's just chill. Wait for midday. Like I said, it is very buggy, the game, and it is rough around the edges, but I can't help it. There's just a charm to this game, and the core gameplay is so much fun. The actual act of driving the cars around is so much fun that despite these little issues, I can look past it. The game allows you to save at any time. It is janky game, but I mean it's no snow runner. But for what it's priced at, it's a very addictive game. Like I said, I have put 8 hours into this. It's not my favorite Playway game, but I didn't expect myself to be enjoying it as much as I did. In fact, this is kind of up there. It's one of my favorite. It's probably in my top 5. And you know how many of Playway's games I've played, so that's quite a compliment. Maybe I'm just going through a cars phase. I just like car games. I used to hate car racing games and car games. I found them boring. Often for me it had to be action. But I find that, as I get more into the simulation game space, I want to try different things. I want to try games that are outside my comfort zone. stuff I would not normally try. And I think a lot of that is because Playway often will, they'll send me emails and they'll say, oh, we've got this, we've got the game. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, nah, I'm not interested. But just the fact that they've got such a good reputation for making off-the-wall games, I find myself saying no less and less these days. Because 9 times out of 10, I enjoy their games. In fact, I can't think of the last one I didn't like. So I think about 12:30 we'll get a phone call. And this time I'm saving. So we don't need to do this a second time. There we go.
Can you come to the restaurant?
Indeed I can. Yes.
Inevitably, the Russian army surrendered. And with the defeated army returning under the banners of revolution,
Okay. Let's go. First things first, save the game. And we are off. Yeah, driving a manual car in this game does take a bit of time. And driving with the keyboard and mouse, oh boy. I mean, the developers do recommend you use a controller, so I can't blame them for that. That's just the way the game's designed, so... But, yeah, I mean, if I had a proper wheel, I don't have a steering wheel. I've got a joystick for when I used to play a lot of flight sims. Not as much now. I probably should have dragged the joystick out, but my PlayStation controller, it does the job. We can speed run this now. We know which way we need to go. Okay, let's parking brake on. Why can't I park? No. So not gonna let me put the parking brake on. It's odd. Never mind. We're in neutral, and so I don't think we're gonna go anywhere.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, keys please.
Take them. I need those back at the end.
Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. We gotta save. Okay. Time to get on the road. Before we do, I'm going to have a nice big drink of coffee. It's going to be a long stream. Okay. Okay, we need to go to Westport. Let's check the map. We're there. Black Ridge, it's the other way. Do we run into a... And look at that, I didn't even take any damage. You would think I took damage. I mean, I think we probably drifted into it like 1 kilometer an hour, so... You would be right, mate. Okay, Westport, Westport. Well, that's Black Ridge. We don't want to go that way, so we'll head back here. And I think if we take a right, we'll go to Westport. Man, this car fangs. We got to be careful. We could flip this thing so easy. Okay, let's roll up to this sign here. It says that way's Westport. Okay. All right, off we go then. That's kind of weird. I mean, the game is pretty forgiving. It's not like this is on a time limit. There are some races that are. Oh, okay, that way was Westport. I wonder why I didn't say it. Westport, okay, we're gonna go left. Nice and slow. It's really tempting to just drop the hammer on this thing because it's so good to drive. So smooth. I've got to stop driving on the left-hand side of the road. In Australia, this is the right side of the road to drive on. And I've gotten into so many crashes because you're supposed to be driving here. But I'm so used to driving on the left, it's kind of, my brain's hardwired, so... See, I'm doing it again now, unconsciously. We need Portside Road, so that's Portside. Portside. It's Westinghouse. Portside Road, okay. So we need number 1. That's 6. Don't know what that is. Are we still on Portside Road? We'll keep going. You can usually see the person... Damn it, I keep driving on the left. It's gonna get me killed. I swear, it feels so alien driving on the wrong side of the road. Okay. That's a 2. We gotta be close. That's Westinghouse, so... Oh, there they are. I can see them. We went past them. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we'll park over here. And engine off. And grab out our food.
Thank you. Here's a
Beautiful. So we made a grand total of like $5 from that. No, why isn't it working? That's odd. I got fuel. Why is it not working? Let's get out. I'm not bogged. Oh, there we go. Oh, this thing has to be in park to start. Okay. Oh, because it's an auto. Yeah. Yeah. I drive an auto and even I forgot about that. There you go. Smooth brain. Yep. So maybe not run into something. The irony is I ran into a truck there and I didn't get any penalty, but drive over a tiny ditch and you pretty much wipe your car out, so go figure. Okay, let's get this bad boy back. We're getting pretty tired. I don't know if we'll have time to do much else today. But we can head straight to the licensing place in the morning and get our basic license. So just the bog standard license you get. Because we're unlicensed at the moment. We're just driving around hoping the cops aren't going to get us. We need to go to Samuelson. Okay, Samuelson. Oh, wait, don't go. Yeah, that's what wrecked my car last time. I'm not falling for that again. I tried to take a shortcut through there and run into a garbage truck, no problem. Tiny ditch in the ground, write your car off. Okay, I'm not sure where I need to go. We'll keep going. I mean, I'm so used to having a GPS available in my car that it can be a bit, confusing because you can't rely on that, so... Westport, oh damn, we have to go the other way. Oh, see what I mean? If you go off the road, I'm not loading the game again. We'll just take the financial hit for that. Even if I lose money, you know, what's done is done. Okay. If your car is so structurally unsound that driving at 5 kilometers through a ditch is going to write it off, then yeah, it's probably... You probably got bigger problems. Okay, turn the engine off. And go and give her her keys back.
Thank you for coming. See you.
Okay. Wow, $604. We're rich. Okay, back home again. I'm going to turn those tips off. They're kind of in the way. Okay. Now, this car might be a bundle of crap, but It's very hard to flip this thing. It's very stable. I reckon we'll be able to get our license today, or at least get one lesson in. Here's the license place. Let's get parked here. Okay.
Welcome. Can I help you?
Now this is the thing I missed last time. In order to get any jobs, you need to get a license. So we're going to take
The B license is for passenger vehicles. C license is for 3-axle
driving lessons. We're going to go for the simplest license, the cheapest one. So that's B.
A B license takes 2 lessons and costs $50 per lesson.
$100. We can swing that.
Good. Meet me in the school bus outside the building.
And this will let me drive a school bus too.
All right. First, let's just sit down and get familiar with the vehicle. You can open the doors with the switches on your left or on the door itself. Try doing that.
Okay.
Okay, now start the bus.
So we can open and close the school bus doors.
Transmission like your car. However, taxis and the commuter bus on the island are automatics.
This is, of course, a manual car.
That's it for today. Next time we'll take the bus out for a test drive.
Okay. So we can... Let's do our second lesson. We've got the time.
Good. Meet me in the school bus outside the building. This second lesson is also your evaluation, so if you crash, I can't give you the license. First, drive to East Samuelton.
Okay, so we need to drive over to East Samuelton. Okay, why can't I... Oh, I've got to open the map. Bro. Okay, let me just jump out of the car. No, I can't, I can't do anything right now. Can't even get out. We're stuck. Bro. Not much I can do. I'm going to have to load. No, we're stuck. Proper. So I need to get to East Samuelson, but this bus, proper stuck. I can't do anything. I can't even get out. Okay, we're going to have to go back to a previous save. Not much I can do. I mean, it's got me completely knackered. I can't exit the vehicle. I can't do anything. Let's go back to here. this is going to be a big backtrack, but I mean, I can't do anything. I've got no choice. Like I said, the game, it's very, very, oh, bugger. Oh, bugger, this is one hell of a bug. I've never come across this before. I'm literally, I can't move. I'm going to go to the main menu. Try and load the game again. I'm going to exit the game entirely and see if that fixes it. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed with that. I've done all of this in preparation for this stream. So I actually got all the licenses except for the Class A. And that's because I didn't have the money to do it. So if this is still broken, we're kind of stuffed. Okay, let's see if I can head back. All I can do is go back to this save and hope for the best. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. That's a pretty nasty bug. Okay, at least that's... What I'll do is we'll save before I even take the license, but I mean, I don't know how I could have preempted that, because I've done it before. Can I not change gear? I can't change gear. I'm gonna try and get into my car. If it's doing it in every car, then we've got a really bad bug here. Yeah, I can't change gear. It's broken. It's busted. I'm trying to change gear. Let me see if I can do it on the keyboard. Nah. So the controller changed gears on my keyboard and on the game controller is completely nuked. I'm going to try and exit the game once more. But this is game breaking. This is bad. Like, I was really enjoying this game. I've spent hours playing it. And this is the first time I've had this bug. Like I said, I got the Class B, D, C, and B licenses. I've explored probably about a third of the island. And I have not encountered this bug before now. But this is one hell of a doozy bug. Because basically, if this is as bad as what I think it is, I'm going to have to actually start the whole game again. That's bad. Let's just see if we can... I hope it's just a... No. No, it's completely knackered. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's go start a new game, because if it does it in a new game, then like I'm going to have to reinstall the whole thing. That's not great.
You're finally here. This is my dad's old car that he wanted you to have. Do you want me to help you find a place to stay on the island?
Okay.
Awesome. Here's the keys. You should drive. Let's get in.
No, it's knackered. It's knackered. So I actually can't... I can't change gear. I'm using... what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect my controller now, and then we're going to try that. And if that doesn't work... Okay. Controller's now disconnected. I'm using purely keyboard and mouse. No. Completely broken. Well, I don't know what to say. I played this game for 8 hours. and I've really enjoyed it. I got all of the licenses bar the most expensive one. I'd done all of the delivery jobs. I did jobs in trucks, buses, cars. I drove across the island. I found some car parts. I've never come across this bug before now, and unfortunately, it is so bad that I'm actually probably going to need to wipe my saves and reinstall the game. It is not something that's due to my controller, so I'm going to restart the game now, just to be 100% sure that we have properly. I'm gonna do a check on the game files for corruption. This may be why the game got mixed reviews, because I was playing it and I was just trying to figure out why, because I was really enjoying the game, and I think that I just may have been fortunate or unfortunate enough to have not encountered this problem until now. Yeah, that's a bit worrying, because if this is why people are ambivalent on the game, I guess I can understand why. I mean, I'm just calling it like I see it. And most people aren't going to be QA, so they're not going to go to the level of troubleshooting we're doing here. So, I mean, I've pretty much done everything right up to the point of reinstalling the game. So, let's plug that controller back in. Controller's back in. New game. Okay, so obviously the controller works because I'm just walking around.
You're finally here. This is my dad's old car that he wanted you to have. Do you want me to help you find a place to stay on the island? Awesome. Here's the
I was really looking forward to showing you this game because I like it. I've been enjoying it, but it's a bit much to ask people to restart the game if they're going to have this problem. And to be honest, even loading a different save doesn't solve it, so it may be a game-breaking issue. Yeah. So the D-pad up and down is how I was changing the gears, and at the moment, I am unable to change any gears. I cannot gear up or down. What I can do is swap. Oh, I was able to do that there for a second. What's going on here? I can't start the car though. I can hear the engine ticking over. And now it's not, won't let me move. Now I can't start the engine again. Have I... Let me just see if I've changed something in the... Oops. Oh, bugger. Oh, okay. Simple transmission. Let's try that. I think I may have actually turned on that by accident. Let me just... I hope that's it. Let's, That's the only thing I can think of that I may have done wrong. Let's go. I hope that's it. I'll be relieved as hell if it's that simple. Please be something simple. I love this game. I don't want it to be a bug. Please. I'm almost hoping I'm wrong. Okay. It's still doing it. It's still doing it. It's not that. It's not a simple transmission. I got that on. It's not. Oh, no. I can't start the car. I mean, the game was working fine. I was driving around. You saw it for like half an hour, no problems. Well, at least I can change gear now. Thank God. Okay, at least this car works. That's not helping with the other car, but... Please be. Oh, thank God. I don't know what it was there. I'm so relieved it wasn't a bug or something that stopped me from playing the game. Okay. We're gonna do a reset. We need Westport. Let's go this way. Oh, I'm so relieved. I thought I'd found a bug or the game was broken. So, my theory is that when I was in the controls, I turned simple transmission off. And these are all default, by the way. So, oh, I've got a mini-map. I didn't even know about that. So, if you turn simple transmission off, you must have to do some extra step to change gears or to turn the engine over. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it wasn't. I feel like an idiot. Okay, let's see if that's Black Ridge, that's Samuelson. Let's go this way, I guess. Oh, that mini map is so handy. I'm just glad we're on the road again and everything's working. What a relief. Now, it was going to move to the next game, but it was on me. I stuffed that up, so we're going to... Port City, I've definitely gone the wrong way. What's this way? Okay, let's head back. I mean, it's not a big deal. This car absolutely fangs, so... Anywhere we need to go, we can get there real quick. I just need to make sure on the corners I'm letting up the sauce, because this thing will flip. But it's a pleasure to drive this thing. Okay, Samuelton. Let's just go back to Samuelton. I can get to Westport easy through there, so... Oh, it's the other way around. Apparently that's Black Ridge. Bugger it. We'll go the long way. I don't care. It's so easy to get lost in this game, even with the map, so... Let's just play it safe. Samuelton's a good spot to get a bit of an idea where we need to go, so... Westport, there we go. Go this way. Oh, slow down, slow down. Yeah, I lost it then. I actually lost it. My wheels went out because I was fanging it too hard. Okay, Westport is on the right. Let's go that way. And stop driving on the left-hand side of the road, you smooth brain. Okay, we need one portside road. That's easy, we know where that is. That's, over... Portside's over here. Portside. Yep. And that's down the end of the road, so we'll go down this way. Slowly. Okay. Okay. Engine off. Lights off. Out we get. Yeah, that had me absolutely stuffed. I was sitting there trying to figure out what the bug was or the mistake I'd made, and yeah, it was just that I remember seeing that simple transmission setting, and I thought maybe I just accidentally fat fingered it, which is exactly what I did. So that was on me. That was on me. I'm so relieved. I thought I'd found a bug, but it was my own stupidity. So I'm glad I did proper... That's a good thing for you guys to remember. Simple transmission's turned on by default. If you're going to turn it off, make sure you know how to handle the car before you do. In fact, I'd probably say leave it on, because the game is... the game's hard enough as it is. You don't need to be making things harder on yourself. Let's head back to Samuelson. Oh, wait, we can't go over the ditch. Remember what happened last time? I stacked the car. The ditch is this thing's biggest enemy. Its eternal foe. Let's go left. I like this car though, it fangs. It's got some sauce. Yeah, I really wish there was some sort of compass. I think you can actually buy one in one of the shops in the island, but it would have been nice to have that as a standard thing you can buy. Because it's so easy to get lost in this game. And the game's so damn hard by default. Let's get this thing back. Close enough. Okay, engine off.
Thank you for coming. Hey, see you.
Okay, let's head back. This time I'm saving. I feel so stupid for that setting. But in my defense, having a setting that can completely knacker you... oh. What happened there? Car locked up on me. Okay, let's head straight over to the driving school and we'll get our license. Okay.
Welcome. Can I help you?
Let's try this again, shall we?
The B license is for passenger
Okay,
vehicles.
and we've got our first guest for the evening. Let's give him the proper welcome. Welcome, my friends. And goodbye. There we go. Okay, we want the B class license. Whoops.
Can I help
Let's
you?
try that again.
The B license is for passenger vehicles. C license is for 3-axle trucks. D license lets
Now,
you-
obviously, the truck license is really good, but we're not exactly
A B
flush for cash right now, so I'm going to take the basic license.
Do you want to begin with a lesson?
Yes, please.
Good. Meet me in the school bus outside the building.
Okay, and let's save the game, shall we? I will create a new save.
All right. First, let's just sit down and get familiar with the vehicle. You can open the doors with the switches on your
Okay.
left or on the door itself. Try doing that. Okay, now start the bus. School buses like this one have a standard. Next time we'll take
Nice and easy. Okay,
Are you here to
one
take
more
private-
lesson, and we have our first license.
Good. Meet me in the school bus outside the building.
We're speed running this.
This second lesson is also your evaluation, so if you crash, I can't give you the license. First, drive to East Samuelton.
Okay, we need to go to East Samuelton, so let's get those doors closed. And we've got to be real careful. East Samuelton, I believe, is this way. I hope I'm right. We'll find out. One wrong move, one crash, and we just done our 50 bucks. So I'll be driving this thing like it's made of fine china. No chances. Oh yeah, I can see it. East Samuelton, we're on the right. We're on the right track. Okay, slowly does it. Okay, and then we need to stop at the bus stop up here. Okay, open the door.
Drive through town and take Telephone Drive. Back to the driving school in 10.
Okay. So we've got a passenger on the bus. All we're going to do, drive back home. I'm going to have a turn around here somewhere, so this will be a good spot. Don't want to fang it too hard, it's a very narrow road. Okay, Samuelton to the left. As long as we're careful, we've got our first license. I'm so relieved. I've never been relieved I'm an idiot before, but I thought I found this bug and I was just struggling to figure out what the problem was. So, I mean, if I had to provide a bit of feedback, I think the dev may want to add some controls around that. The fact you can accidentally select that, and then it can it messed me up to the point where I thought the game was bugged out. And I was one step away from reinstalling the game. So let's save the game now since we've gotten past that. And let's go use our new license. So to do one more job, and then we're going to move on to the next game. I feel like this is going to be a good one to do some follow-up streams on. Like once I've gotten my head around the driving controls a little better, I could find myself playing this really easily. It's a very, very fun game. It's very addictive. And I think it's just because it's very chill, like the vibe in the game. It's not like a lot of survival games, you're always up against some sort of, some horrible alien or zombie force. In this game, you're just trying to survive, and it's quite hard. Like, you can see, I make maybe $10 a job. And to fill this car up, it's, it's 10, 20 bucks, $50 a week for a room. I mean, we're going to run out of money real quick. So I am really looking for any opportunity to make a bit of cash. So what we'll do is we're going to bust this out. Now we have a license, we can talk to the motel owner. And we can get a phone call. Okay, so now we just headed back and we're going to get some sleep. Look at my fatigue. Before we do that, I'm going to rush across the road and we're going to ninja some water out of that guy's garden hose again. I'm living like a hobo. We're living the American dream. Okay, and then I'm going to go and buy some vending machine snacks. Delicious. I remember there was a roadhouse in the country I used to live in. The country town, not the country I used to live in. And they used to do some like really good hot dogs. They were like, those ones you just, the ones you put in the machine. But they were, when you were a kid and they were like, oh, this is like back in the way back, you'd be like $1 for a hot dog. It was actually like pretty decent roadhouse too, because they were locals too. There was mates rates most of the time. Let's turn that light off because it might drain the battery. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'd rather not find out the hard way. Okay. Time for some sleep. No? Oh, we got to wait till 7 o'clock, so let's just chill out here. I am not going to take that because I am very, very tired. As much as I want to do a job, I need some sleep. And we can take the job the next day. Okay.
This passenger is an old friend of ours, Slim Jim McDuffie. Slim Jim's bike.
We're thirsty again, so I'm going to go and hoover up some water. Don't get myself wiped out by a bus. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at that. He would just absolute sociopath just run me over. Does not care. Most of the people in this game are complete maniacs. They'll run you over. There's like kids run around the road. They're just straight through the middle of them. They don't care. Okay, I guess let's just chill until we get ourselves a job. Now we've finally got a license. It's time to make some money. Now, if we don't get a call from the motel owner, we will get a call from the fast food shop. So we'll get a job one way or another. But we are now down $150, and we've made maybe 10. So I'm not gonna lie, it's the early game, you are really struggling. Oh, there we go.
I need your help at the motel. You'll need to pick up some tourists.
Okay, tourists. We can do that.
Can I help you? Here you go. Don't forget to bring them back when you are done.
Thank you. Okay. Now we get our hands on a van. And we need to go to the Rickover Point Ferry Terminal. So if we go here, Rickover is... Oh, it's on the right here. There's a pin there. So if we go towards Inverness, that's probably our best bet. Yeah, we'll head towards Inverness via East Samuelton. Okay. Time to go, son. Drop the hammer. We're on the party bus. Okay, we need to go to Inverness. So, East Samuelton, we can go that way. Keep going to Inverness. Party bus, party bus. Where the old bus is struggling on the hill. Yeah, the bigger the vehicle, the more you need to be really, really on point with the gearbox. Because, whoops. So get that into gear 3. Now this thing is going to break any speed records, so Inverness straight ahead. Let's go, son. Getting the hang of this. We had a bit of a rough start. Inverness. Let's go right. And then, yeah, just keep going past Inverness. Just follow the coast. I mean, this little mini map, something I wish I had known about earlier. Let's see if we can get a bit of performance out of this bad boy. At least I'm driving on the right side of the road now. I'm hoping I'll make a bit of money from this, but at least enough to pay my hotel bills. We're not exactly rolling in cash right now. Leon, Anglia. Let's have a look. Anglia. We want to go to Anglia. Let's go this way. Anglia's to the right. And then we should see the little pin up popping up soon. Damn, I'm driving on the left again. I can't help it. I'm so used to driving on the left-hand side of the road. I think if I ever did move to the US, I'd probably end up wiping myself out on the road in like 5 minutes. Okay, surely we're close now. Meridian. Where's that? I'm guessing we'll go this way. If I see some shipping containers and docks, we're on the right track. Just have to follow the coast. It's here somewhere on the coast. I reckon it's going to be on our right hand side. There we go. I see you. Oh, that was too much. That was one gear too many. Okay, so if we park about here, I reckon. Not running this guy over. See, there we go. Okay, so I need to put his luggage in the back. And open the back door.
Are you here to take me to the motel? Thanks.
Well, mate, I picked your luggage up. Probably should have asked that question before I started taking all your stuff, but hey, maybe he's just trusting. Who knows? Okay, let's go. Party time, baby. Yeah, again, I'm so relieved it was my own stupidity and not a bug, because I love this game. That's why I was like, I really thoroughly tested this game. I tested the hell out of it, and that's why I was like really surprised to find that it wasn't working. So if we follow this road back, I think we'll be good. But this will have to be our last job for the game. And then I will... Oh! Please watch the road. Watch the road, son. That's what I get for taking my eye off things for a second. Okay, Inverness. We want to go straight ahead. This game's made me really good at following road rules. I tell you what, I was completely baffled trying to understand how everything works in this game. And I'm like, how am I going to be able to play without a GPS or a map? You do have to go using, well, not a map, but you know, where your location is in real time, but you literally have to read maps in this game. There's no hand holding here. It's just, yeah. I reckon this way ought to take us where we need to go. East Samuelton. I need to go to Samuelton. We'll go this way. Alright, baby. Rough start, but I reckon we're sailing now. We could probably do a delivery job. I want to really... I feel somewhat culpable for messing that up earlier, so yeah, I wanted to really give this game a good shake. It's already got a mixed review, and that's why I wanted to really show the game's strengths. Because I know some people are going to look at this and just write it off, and to be honest, I did the same thing, but I'm so glad I stuck with it. Because there's not many games where you're just driving around, you know, just doing stuff, trying to survive. There's no post-apocalypse. Oh, there we go, go right. You know, there's no zombies, there's no car combat or anything like that. And the old me would have written this game off as rubbish, but it's actually really fun. And I think the thing that makes it fun is the struggle is to stay, you know, stay afloat, keep your head above water. Everything in the game is so expensive, and if you were just stacking cash, I think it would be very boring. But because you got to really balance your costs and pick what jobs are going to be the best for you, I think that's what I really like about this. So let's just check here. There we go. Let's just properly park. Got to be at least a little professional. Okay, engine off. Parking brake on. Out we get. There you go, sir. By the front desk, but I don't know where do you want it though? Bro, you gonna get out?
Thanks.
I did a couple of these jobs. They just got out by themselves last time. Okay.
Can I help you? Okay, bye.
$20. That's just insulting. That's... Bro. I think we got time for one more. We'll do one more job. I reckon we can do a delivery. And then I can say I gave this game a proper shake. I fixed my mistakes and I properly showcased the game. We have got 3 other games I want to check out tonight though, so I don't want to... I think this is going to be a long stream no matter what I do. And I mean that in the best possible way. There's, you know, I could play any one of these games for a full stream. I could definitely play this for 4 hours. Keeping in mind, we've only got 1 license. There's 3 other licenses to get. So, come on, phone. I'm hoping I'll get phone call. Usually about 12:30, 1 o'clock. There we go.
Can you come to the restaurant? We are very busy right now. Thank you so much.
Okay. Time to go in some more cheddar. Okay, we know our way around by now. I reckon if we can get, I just want to get the money back I spent on my license. So that's $150, which, yeah, that's a fair bit of cash. We're not going to get that back anytime soon. But with every job we complete, we do increase our rank. So eventually I'll scrape together the money to get some better jobs. Better paying jobs, like $20 is, yeah, that's... I mean, at least we're not using our own fuel, though. Like, all our costs are pretty much nothing. Okay,
Thank you for coming.
I know the routine by now.
Here, take them. I need those back at the inn.
Oh, wow, okay. Big delivery. Okay, we just chuck these, hey, in here. Down there. That's one. Two. Oh, not on the driver's side. That's probably not a good idea. There isn't any neat way to put these in the car. You do have to just carry them and chuck them in. Like, I don't think they'd be very happy getting a upside down Chinese delivery. It's probably going to be completely knackered, but I guess it is what it is. There we go. Okay, we need to go to Westport. We'll do Westport first. Let's just head this way. Westport, I think. Hold up, there's a sign. Actually, yeah, Westport is this way. I remember this from last time. Let's do the Westport jobs first, and we'll hit Samuelson last. Westport. Yep, beautiful. Starting to get my head around it, even 8 hours in the game. Like, I know where most of the towns are now, but it's still very easy to get turned around. Westport, we need to go right. Now, probably the one thing I would say that they could really improve in the game is adding some life to the towns. Like, you know, a lot of the towns feel a bit lifeless sometimes. We need Bingdon Lane. Bingdon. Portside. Pacific Esplanade. So we need Von Bingdon and Esplanade. Portside. Midnight. No. Probably down here, I reckon. This is what deliveries were like before you had the GPS. Got to do this the hard way. No. That's midnight. We've already been there. Westinghouse, Harbour. There's not much more left of the town to check. It's not a big place. Celebrant. Must be the other side. Has to be. Has to be this side. There's nothing but trees out here, though. Bro. Yeah, I'm leaving town. I've literally... It's got to be in here. Somewhere. Von Bingdon Lane. So it's a laneway. Let's try some side roads. Midnight. Portside. That's a circle. Man, this is Uber Eats before Uber Eats. feel like I've been around these roads 3 times now. Yeah, unfortunately the mini-map is so small I can't read the text, so it's not super helpful. I guess we'll go this way. This is the industrial area though. So don't think we'll find anything out here, but I mean I've checked everywhere else. I guess this is all there is. It says Westport. We are literally in Westport. We're in the right spot. Come on, bro. Cut me some slack. Okay, we've driven around Westport twice now. Oh, okay, here we go. There's an extra part here. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. One Von Bingden Lane. Okay, let's find somewhere I can turn around. Find a street sign. That's all we can do. Portside. Nottingham. Bro. That's the end of town. Like we've driven around 3 times now. Oh, there's the guy. Okay. Right. I don't know which one of these is yours, so you're just getting one of them. I don't think they care, to be honest. Okay, that's Esplanade, so we still need Von Bingden Lane. Okay. Let's go have a look. I think the mini-map does show a... It did show me that little pop-up, so I guess if we drive around... It's at least going to narrow it down for me. Because bloody hell, it's hard finding people. It's so hard. I'm trying, man. Let me have a look at the big map. Get off the road. Okay, apparently... Westport. Trailers Drive. Okay, let's head that way. That's the way to town. So I'm after Von Bingden Lane. Von Bingden. What a name. I guess we'll go this way. Oh, see, we're out of town. We've left town again. Bro. I just want to deliver some food. You're killing me here. I get it though. I could see how some people would say that if we got those hints, it'd probably wreck the feel of the game, but it's just because it's really hard to find I'm really glad they don't put time limits on this, because I don't think I could play this game if they did. It'd be too damn hard. I have a bad sense of direction, so... I know some people would like that, but I think it'd be too hard for me to play. I'd struggle too much. I guess we'll go this way. See, that's out of town too. Oh, come on, just give me something on the map, please. Just something to help me. Please, I'm struggling here. I'm dying. Driving around these same roads. Von Bingdon, I see it. Oh, up here. So, Von Bingdon. Thank you, minimap. I've got to figure out how to get over there. I reckon if I do a circle, we'll go this way. Von Bingdon. There's no road up there. Go this way. Okay. We gotta be close. Von Bingdon. Okay. Yeah, I get why you wouldn't want to change this though, because I think it would kind of mess the game's challenge up if they handed it to you on a silver plate, but I think it might be nice to have a middle of the road approach, like have a and that might be something that's later in the game. Maybe that's something you can unlock. I know there's a compass you can purchase, which will give you a relative location. So I'll be definitely trying to look for that. Okay, it's got to be in here. It's got to be. Oh, there we go. Thank God. All right. As frustrating as it is, it's incredibly rewarding to pull one of these missions off, though. Okay, we literally got $4 for that, bro. Yeah, these restaurant jobs are, they're almost not worth it. Okay, so we're gonna head back to Samuelton. Dead ahead. Okay. Okay, Samuelton is straight ahead. We got this, we got this. Okay, let's maybe slow down. I'm driving this thing like I stole it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we need Center Court. So Center Court, Samuelton. Are we in Samuelton? I feel like no, we're in Blackridge. Oh my God. How did I mess that up? I was so... I'm like, this is way bit too big for Samuelton. I must have misread the road. This is why I am never going to be a delivery driver. You get your food cold every time. I'll stick to fixing computers. Samuelton. Oh, I missed it. I must have missed the turn off. I can't. Bro. I could ram this thing into a tree at top speed and the game doesn't care. But if I go over one pothole, this thing falls apart like it's made out of paper. Bro. You're killing me, bro. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, yeah, okay. I recognize this road. We got it. Gotta watch those potholes, son. Okay, so they're on the left somewhere. One of these houses here, I reckon. Just wait for the person out the front. We'll see him kicking about. There he is. Beautiful. Okay. There you go, my friend.
Thank you. Here is a tip.
Did I only get $1 for that? Did I get $1? Are you kidding me? I know it's like the early 90s, but that's crazy. Okay, I guess we'll take this back now. I'm very glad I'm staying in a dive hotel because we couldn't afford anything else. You can rent a house later when you get a bit of money. There's actually a ton of stuff you can do. You can buy new cars. You can get better houses. You can unlock upgradable licenses. There's actually car parts you can find around the map. I've already found a couple. And when you get all the cars, all the car parts, you can pay a fee to have a mechanic assemble you a new car. So that's how you get new cars in this game, which I love. Like, there's a lot I like about this game. There's a few things I'm not a big fan of, like the way that these cars will fall apart when you run over a tiny ditch. Like, if I was hammering it at like 80 k's down the road and I took it sideways over that, like, fair enough. But like 5 kilometers, I'm not even going to chip the paint. It's not going to do any damage to the car at all. None. None at all. I've lost like a fifth of my car's health going over a pothole, bro. Anyway, she doesn't seem to care, so...
Okay, see you.
Now we're talking. Okay, we got about $10. I mean... We're getting there. It's going to be a fair bit of work before we can get our money back and save up for the next value license. So the next license is going to be like a couple of $100. I could swing it, but just because we're so broke at the moment and crashing into something is just so expensive to fix. So I'm kind of playing it safe. Whoops. That was my fault. So what do I think about this game? Well, it's got some bugs. It's not the smoothest game that's out there, but it's one of the most original ones. And I really don't think it deserves all of the negative reviews it's been getting. I only found one bug, which is one that was caused by myself. So that was... That was one thing I'd probably say to the devs. This game really needs some sort of tutorial. And I know the devs... I don't want the devs holding my hand, but at least an explanation on what these settings are. So this setting here, this completely knackered me. Simple transmission. Maybe some sort of explanation on what that does. What all of these does. Like, driving tips is pretty simple. Like, that's what I was trying to turn off. But if you turn this off, it can completely stuff you up. Also, when you change to another language, there should be some sort of warning here, and it won't unless you press OK. It shouldn't change the language, because when I accidentally changed to Chinese, it was quite a lot of trouble to change it back. But a lot of these are just little issues. Like I'm not finding anything that's game breaking, but it's just that there's a lot of like little things in the game, and I can see how some people would be a bit disappointed with the progress in the game. It does take a very long time for you to make progress, but I think that's kind of one of the things I think is a plus for the game. If you're just getting, thousands of dollars, I think a lot of the challenge of the game would be gone. You have to drive around, you have to make your money last, you have to deal with very limited resources, and I think that is the game's biggest strength. So I wouldn't change that. What I would do is add a bit of guidance in the settings. There are some tips, but they are very limited, and the options menu isn't very descriptive on what a lot of those options do. So if you change something by accident, like what I did, you got no idea on what to do and how to reverse it. It's only that trial and error. I just changed everything around until I figured out what the problem was. Let's get some water and some food. But look, despite everything, I think the game is still very solid. I had a lot of fun playing it. We spent nearly 2 hours playing it, so I think that's probably enough to convince you on why you may want to give this a try. I really like it. I think it's a fantastic little game for what it is. It's no snow runner, but it doesn't need to be, and it's really well priced on Steam. So it's I think for me it's definitely a recommendation, but just be aware it's a bit rough around the edges. There's it's not as polished as some of Playway's other games, and there are better Playway games, but there are far worse driving simulators than this. So what I'm going to do is we're going to save the game, and then we're going to move on to the next one of Playway's games. But yeah, go check this game out. Highly recommended from me. Don't be an idiot like me. Make sure you check your settings and don't go and accidentally trigger something that's going to make your entire game fall over. But yeah, fantastic little game.